You're watching the Action on Film Writer Series.
Washington or Lincoln? An original scene by Blair, Emmett Loverde, Velvet Rhodes, John Simpson, Jason Wallach. Fade in. Exterior, Jenner house, backyard, day. Samantha and Mike Jenner and their kids, Tess, 10, Jeff, 9, take shots at a hoop hung outside their weathered Mid-America home. Tess dribbles at the foul line. Jeff scrunches his mouth impatiently. Tess turns in place, positions herself to throw the ball in backwards. Jeff. Oh, you sell your company, now you think you're an all-star. Tess tosses the ball over her head, makes the basket. Mom and Dad holler in support. Disgruntled, Jeff races for the ball. Wow, honey, we've never seen you make that shot before. Tess. I can do anything I set my mind to. Mom. We hate to bring it up again, sweetie, but how about setting your mind to our little problem? Jeff. Huge problem. I need a Jackson a week. Tess. Mom and Dad were only giving you a Lincoln, and when they got laid off, that turned into a Washington. Jeff. I need to keep up with technology, now that I'm your brother. Tess. You were always my brother. I try so hard to remember a time when you weren't there, sucking all the attention right out of the room. Dad. Kids, I'm glad you know your presidents, because Mom and I will need a Franklin a week, each, till we can get back to work. Tess. I'm not a kid. I'm a mogul. Offer parents chagrin. Let's see your tax returns. Mom. Let's see your manners. Tess. I don't need them anymore. I've got money. Samantha and Mike exchange a where did we go wrong look. Tess. And I worked so hard for this. Mom. You haven't been alive long enough to work that hard. Tess. I have to make a contribution to Dad. Your parents? Tess. My 401k. Jeff. You going for the Roth or the regular? Tess, stymied. Roth, regular? You guys are stressing me out with all those stupid names for things. Today's name is Make Simpler Day. Dad, Simplify Day. Tess, the first thing we're going to do is rename you people. To Jeff, make that ball go away, Nat. Jeff, Nat? Like short for Nathan? Tess, no, like those stupid bugs at the beach that buzz in your face. Dad, calling your brother names isn't very nice, honey. Tess, what's that, driver? Mom, Tess, you're being silly. Tess, am I? Cooker? Mom, the word is cook, and I do a lot more than just cook. Tess, fine. Cook food buyer. To Jeff, Nat, can you read? Jeff, duh, of course. Tess, okay, from now on, when driver and cook food buyer bring food home, your job will be to read all the boxes, figure out what's inside, and just draw it on so I don't have to bother reading anything. To all. You can all start earning your Lincolns and Washingtons. Jeff, hey. A large delivery truck pulls into the driveway. Two burly drivers jump out. Driver 1, Tess Jenner. Tess, that's me. Driver 2, we have a special delivery from Aunt Ruth Jenner. An elderly woman appears from nowhere. Aunt Ruth Jenner. Hello, Tess. Tess, huh? Aunt Ruth, how did you get here? Aunt Ruth Jenner. I'm here to show you the reason you have all your money. Come and look. They go to the truck as the drivers open boxes. Tess. Glass animals? Aunt Ruth Jenner. Yes, this is where all your money is coming from. It was my worldwide business that you sold, and it makes me sad. Tess. Oh, well, great. I guess now I can give Mom and Dad an allowance and really run things around here. Aunt Ruth Jenner. I made every one of these animals by hand. My hands. Jeff. Wow, where did you get all these glass animals, Tess? I want them in my room. Tess. Hold on, Nat. Jeff runs over, picks up a glass swan, raises it high in the air. Jeff. It's a... Mesmerized by the glittery light, Tess's eyes grow wide. A swirl of wind, followed by a wet pop sound. Blood splatters all over Tess's t-shirt. Aunt Ruth's head flips off her shoulders, thuds as it bounces on the driveway and rolls, slowly at first, then faster, into the street and around the corner. Tess screams. Jeff drops the swan. It shatters all over the driveway. Aunt Ruth's body falls to its knees and gropes with its hands for something to hang on to. Tess kicks it over. Blood squirts all over her face. Someone laughs. Tess wipes the blood from her eyes and sees a fat male dwarf waddling towards her with a pitchfork. Tess. Uncle Frank? Uncle Frank. Hey, sweetlings. Jeff. Why did you kill Aunt Ruth? Uncle Frank. I've tracked her since she got bit by that zombie a couple weeks ago. Eyes the broken swan. Poor, sweet, innocent swan. Jeff. Sorry. No worries, little one. Here. He pulls a glass monkey out of another box. Tess. What's this? Uncle Frank. Here, let me light up some really good stuff. Uncle Frank stuffs the pipe with Primo pot, lights it, and takes a toke before he hands it to Tess. Tess takes the glass monkey, pulls a long toke, smiles, and exhales a large plume of smoke. Tess. Victory! Samantha screams, clasps her hands over her eyes in horror. Mike points behind Tess. Dad. Get back, kids! Tess slowly turns towards Uncle Frank. Her mouth drops. Her eyes widen with fear. Uncle Frank runs away as Aunt Ruth's headless body twitches and her hands pull her towards Tess's legs. Frozen with fear, Tess can't move. Aunt Ruth pulls closer. Jeff leaps forward, grabs Uncle Frank's pitchfork, and presses it firmly against Aunt Ruth's back. Jeff. You better stop or I'll push it all the way. Aunt Ruth's body stops. Jeff. Okay, here's how it's going to go. I get it all. Right, Tess? Tess. What on earth are you talking about? Jeff. The money and the right to boss you around. Tess. You're crazy. I'm not going to agree to that. Jeff lifts the pitchfork from Aunt Ruth's back, and the body once again gropes towards Tess's legs. Tess screams. Tess. Okay, but just for a while. Jeff. 3 years. Dad. Son? Jeff. Later, Dad. Tess. 1 year. Tess moves one leg back, but can't seem to move the other. Jeff. 3 years. Tess. You brat. Jeff. You call me boss brat. Tess. Okay, but just kill this thing. Jeff stabs the pitchfork all the way through Aunt Ruth. Aunt Ruth's body twitches one last time. 1 week later, Jeff relaxes in the back of a wagon. Tess is hitched to it, a horse bridle in her mouth. Jeff. Once more around the backyard. Cook, more chips. Samantha scurries forward with a bowl of chips and waits as Jeff takes a handful. Tess begins another round of the backyard. Dad. Son, don't you... Jeff. Quiet, driver. I've got to think of our future.